And there we go. So, hello everyone, it's a fair programming error that just refused to be fixed. Code here. And yes, Neon, do I even need to say hi at this point? I kind of doubt it. So, you know what's up. We are continuing our wonderful, lovely journey today through Master Detective Archive's Rain Code. Fun stuff. So we have some murder mysteries to solve. Specifically, the Nailman killings are gonna be what we have to keep investigating at this point. We already started last time, and we still have some more crime scenes to check out. So let's just continue and see what's up. So last time we checked out the first known crime scene in terms of Nailman killings, the Secret Club. Thank you for informing us on the loading screen again. And today we're going to be continuing to the second crime scene, which I'm going to have to check. Was that the museum, or was that somewhere else? Was the mansion or the museum first? I should be able, hopefully that was written down in solution keys probably. Because I know the game is gonna ask me where we have to go next, because it asked me where to go first. Past Nailman murders, there we go. Okay, Secret Club. Then the residential area. And third was the gallery. Okay. Why is FNF coding so difficult? I don't know. You tell me. I couldn't tell you. I don't do enough of it. Finished. What a great start.
There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Well, there we go.
Really?
People do not believe.
And yet you were so insistent on not holding hands at first.
I've often been called a liar.
Also, by the way, I hope audio levels are okay. I hope they are. If not, I can adjust them accordingly.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
Why wouldn't they be convenient, though? Just because it sucks to explain.
To examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma district.
Okay, I guess she's not asking me this time.
I have an idea of where to go.
So why did I check?
Let's hurry there.
Okay, is it just gonna warp me to the next location? Kamasaki district. Crime generally isn't bad here, unless you venture deeper inside, that is. Kanai Station, we've been there. We know what a master detective is at this point. The underground passages. Which is where we're coming from, kind of.
The building we're heading to is accessed through Ginma district. Let's hurry there.
Ginma district, okay. So, let me check real quick. We can just warp to Ginma district. Shouldn't be a problem. Church, clock tower, riverbank. I wonder if we're gonna get more stuff like down here. It looks like there's still a free spot. That hill up here looks suspicious, like there's gonna be something. Something probably in this corner. And they wouldn't have this bridge if they weren't gonna do something over here as well. Also up here, that is probably gonna be like the final area if I had to guess. Anyway, Ginma district, right? Thanks for the bus ride. Now what do we have over here? Okay, we're here. Took a second. Okay, we do apparently need to cross the street if I'm seeing the map correctly. So let's do that. So our destination is somewhere over here. Did you just load in? Okay then. Narrow alleyways, okay then. Oh god, no, it's one of these idiots. Good thing I can just go through him. And he despawned. Good thing he despawned, because I didn't like him. Also, hello, Spinne. Sorry for the ads. At least you only have to go through ads once. Mansion located in the high-class residential district on Montclair Street. The owner of the mansion made a sizable amount of money through real estate dealings. Okay, a man at the age of 30, an endless sea of rumors surrounds him. Currency. Okay, we're here. Oh! I see something yellow over there. That might be another request. Yes, please. That person. What's wrong, Master? Doesn't she seem a bit uneasy, like she might fall over at any moment?
Come on.
You really can't help yourself when it comes to the ladies, can you?
It isn't like that. Talk to the woman. Excuse me, is something wrong? You seem upset. Huh? Who are you? I'm kind of a detective.
In training.
Detective, oh, I see.
Well?
So, is something wrong? Oh, actually, I've run away from home. And I'm at a loss of what to do next.
Oh.
Let's solve this thing.
This smells like a case. Let's hear out, Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I should avoid getting involved, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I just left it alone.
Well?
Could you give me some more details? Well, I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout Kanai Ward. Due to family circumstance, it was decided that I would have an arranged marriage. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor is an awful person. I heard it with my own ears. He said he was only using my father. Huh? Then why not talk to your father about it? There's nothing I can do without proof. Besides, my father is very keen on him. When I told my father I didn't want to get married, he yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause any trouble.
I see.
So that's why you ran away from home.
Aww.
How lame. Let's get out of here.
No.
We can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible. Leaving home is giving me some time to think. I want to try talking to my father. But if I went back now, I don't think we could have a civil conversation. I'm terribly sorry to ask, but could you take this letter to my father for me? I'll reward you for your trouble.
Say.
Does this chick think detectives are errand boys?
We can't just leave her like this.
That's my master, simping over every woman he meets and making their wishes come true.
Shinigami's words, not mine, okay? Damn you, Mother Simp. Okay then. It's not like that.
Alright.
Okay, I'll help you.
Thank you so much. My father should be in front of Kanai Station around now.
Hey.
It'd be a good idea to ask what he looks like, right? The station is a busy place after all.
The station is a busy place, you say. Really now? Oh.
That's true.
It's really not true. What exactly does your father look like?
He should be wearing a suit, navy blue from head to toe. It's his favorite.
I see.
Thank you. Paired with the devil. So our destination's over there. I'm not gonna go over there yet. I'm gonna have a look around. Luxurious house.
Aww.
All the mansions look so ritzy. Master, I bet you've never had the... You'll never have the chance to set foot inside those kind of places.
Yeah, I know. Please don't remind me. Alright, we'll move on with our objective in a bit, but first... we have to help a girl that we're simping over. So to Kanai Station we go. Navy blue from head to toe. I'm sure we'll find someone who matches that description. Melon, hello! How are you? You're very consistently showing up to these raincoat streams. I mean, it is a good game. It is a good game. I hope you're doing well. I do hope you're doing well. I just interrupted my main objective for another side quest. And Shinigami called us out for simping over every girl we meet, so, you know. General stuff. Wait, was there a person over here already? Navy blue from head to toe. Do helmets count? I can't talk to this dude anyway, so whatever. Well, it's not you, that's not a suit. Where could that person be? Maybe in the station? Well then. I mean, it's staff, but actually no, it can't be the staff because we're looking for a merchant, duh. It's like this all the time, hardly anyone comes through here, it's real quiet.
It's kind of where it's been isolated, no one's coming or going except for you, Master.
Oh, man. Yeah. The thing is, exactly what they just said. There's barely anyone here. So why did they say, oh, Kanai Station is a very busy place, we should ask for more details? It's really not. It really isn't. Oh no. What is oh no? Enlighten me as to the details of oh no. Kanai Ward, the bus fare is fixed at 200 yen. Corporation employees. Okay, I see. Okay, so he should be in here somewhere. Well then, I guess that's him. A completely navy blue suit. Could this be the merchant girl's father? Oh no. Here's hoping it's gonna get patched in a few days, maybe. Or it's an easy fix. Is the man with him the client's... Let's see.
I bet he is, he even looks evil.
No.
You can't tell just from appearances. Anyway, let's try talking with them. Excuse me? Who are you?
If you don't mind, we're in the middle of an important conversation.
I have a letter for you from your daughter. Ooh, I hope you can fix it. What did you say? You know my daughter's whereabouts.
Well?
Yes, but would you please read the letter first?
You're not actually listening to this guy, are you, sir?
I'll see for myself. This is without a doubt her handwriting.
There must be some kind of mistake.
I would never mistake my daughter's handwriting. Let me guess, that dude said he found her dead body or something and is now trying to get everything like, oh yeah, she totally promised to marry me, so I get everything. I'm afraid that if what's written here is true, this marriage cannot be allowed to continue.
And I almost got away with it too.
Huh?
He's not even trying to hide it. He sounds like some second-rate cartoon villain. No point in playing pretend anymore. The scam's over the moment they start to doubt you. Later, chumps.
Whoa.
Hey, wait! There's no need to follow him. Thank you for delivering this letter.
No.
It was nothing. I'll try talking to my daughter. Allow me to properly thank you another day.
Yes.
Sure.
For now.
Let's go report to the client. Oh, looks like it's gonna warp me automatically. None stockings? Uncertain stockings have thickness of or higher. She's sensitive to the cold and seeks extra warmth. Why do we need this info? Why do we need this info? No, seriously, why is that info
That's what
necessary? I don't think you'll have to worry about that arranged marriage anymore.
Really, my father actually believed me. I think I'll go home now. Thank you so much for everything.
And that's another case solved. I hope it goes well.
Well,
We did our part. Who cares what happens next?
No.
We're involved now, so I'd like for her to be happy.
Oh, I get it. That must be the way of the simp.
Shinigami! Why do you keep calling me that? No! Fingers crossed it'll fix it. It'll get fixed. With time. Big house.
Ah, there's a spirit-like apparition over there.
Huh?
Tricky, I can't believe you fell for that.
Wait, that's going back. Fire hydrant.
oh,
Fancy neighborhoods should have a lot of amenities.
But
Is there any need for fire hydrants given the constant rain?
Who knows when something might explode? Better to be safe than soggy. Better to be safe than soggy.
It's safe than sorry. Okay then. Oh, my house is so big, I just can't keep it clean. Should I hire another housekeeper?
Look at Mr. Moneybags. I wonder if I should haunt him.
Huh? You can haunt people other than me?
ow,
Ow.
kill you.
You're such an idiot, Master. You're not going to stop me like I would go haunt someone else.
What? You're on Twitch? Don't say the S word? I will say the S word all I want. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna... I am not gonna be here playing the sweet boy for the sake of Twitch.
there's a large mansion
What,
beyond
the
the
fact
gate
that
over
some
there.
songs aren't playable? No, I did
wonder if
read
that's
it.
the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
Well, probably. We're just gonna go in. I guess we're gonna...
It's closed, as expected.
She's gonna bust down the gate, isn't she? Yep. How did I know?
Are you sure?
How did I know?
Wait!
Are you sure it's locked? I just kicked the door and totally wasn't locked. Alright, investigate the outside first. The garden.
Huh?
There's weeds. Those weeds are getting out of control. Doesn't look like anyone's been taking care of this place.
Well,
Nobody left to take care of that stuff since the incident.
Does anything here look glowy like it could be a memory shard? No? Nothing. Damn, there's nothing hidden outside.
It
Well, that's hardly
looks like
anywhere
a
to hide
haunted
stuff.
Mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
Shinigami, have you looked in the mirror?
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated.
Then let's check it out. Shouldn't be anyone to stop us.
The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
I wonder if I'm still missing some requests in this chapter.
The Nailman killings had another common factor.
I hope I'm
besides
not
the
missing
locked
anything.
room.
Okay, and what is that other factor besides the locked room? The fact that everyone was nailed to the surroundings?
The first person to find the body was always the same person.
Oh, right, that. Yeah, no, we know about that. We questioned him, in fact. It was that one dude at the church.
That worshipper from church?
Exactly.
Do you suspect him too?
We can kind of suspect him, but I don't think he's the prime suspect. It is a little bit sus that he always found the body first, but the priest is my prime suspect at this point.
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of
The whole
potential
church.
victims.
Well, I'm just saying it. Each member of the church... I'm just saying, it has to be at least one of the members of the church. It could be multiple, as you say. But right now we're suspecting all the members there.
It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right.
Alrighty then. We'll see about that, Spinner. We'll figure
It's
it
down
out.
this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side.
Okay,
There's
can I
little
investigate
time.
the other
Let's
areas
head straight
first?
there.
There's little time. I have to investigate everything else.
Hold hands with my master. I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Deeper than hand-holding? You wish.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Okay, let's have a look around here. Expensive looking painting.
Say,
It's broken. It is overused. She could have also broken her hand when she escaped. Like she fell out the window because she slipped or something. What do I know?
Yuna's not around anymore. There are a bunch just hanging around. Let's snatch one and sell it.
I'm a detective, not a thief. Expensive looking sofa. A sofa in a lobby. Who is it intended for?
well,
It's probably just a status symbol, right?
Broken door.
You know,
The doorknob is in rough shape. I guess it's because nobody's looking after this place
by the
anymore.
way,
Isn't it because Halara smashed it? Or Helara is... Yep.
I guess we can't rule that out. Yeah, investigate upstairs as well. No! Invisible walls! Damn you! Why would you do this to me? Fine.
feels like a jump scare's coming up.
Rob! Hello, thank you! I don't say too much, thank you so much for the resub! 13 months, what a lucky number. The luckiest of numbers, hello! Don't worry, we haven't stepped foot in the next crime scene yet. We're about to step foot in the next crime scene. Because we know the crime scene is in this mansion, in the study in the back, and we are now going there.
Hello, Code. I'm just
Well, there you
sending
go.
only this last message for these
Oh my god, I
streams
forgot
at a
to time
certain
you out
point.
today.
But all I want you to do is just inform me when you're in Chapter 3 once you're there, since I'm purposely skipping these streams so I know what you're doing. Have a good stream and take care.
Okay, why thank you. I forgot to time you out today anyway, because otherwise I'm not sure if even text-to-speech could have bypassed it. I don't think it would. Well, good thing I forgot. And yes, I will let you know, but I'm still in Chapter 1, so you know.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too.
So, let's stream and take... Oh, I will have a good stream, I hope.
There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
Have something against animal ears. Maybe they do have something against animal ears, I don't know.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
I don't want to, but I guess I will. That's typical tsundere lines
Don't
there,
make a
Halara.
big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
I don't really want to, but I guess I can. Not like it's a big deal or anything that we're holding hands. Investigation. Check Check around entrance. I guess I cannot leave now. Vent.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
Unprotected hand holding. We are gonna commit it again.
Oh, what's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Aha! So in this case, they might have been somehow able to lock the door from the outside by using the vent over the door.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
Can we not increase our debt anymore? We're already so far in debt. You know what? No, fair. At this point, we might as well go for it. We can rack up as much debt with her as we want because she's gonna die by the end anyway. Let's face it.
I jest.
Debt the game, yes.
The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing
That's
against
your job.
it.
Exactly. We paid her to assist me in the investigation.
Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Yeah, I noticed, totally.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful.
Well, as you told, I guess
You
you're
can
here.
Just float around. You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
Shut up, Shinigami.
Getting a headache.
New key. Vent of the study. The door.
This is...
The door to the study. We left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of outside attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it.
I'll...
It's because of the teachings of yours truly. You're welcome, Master.
Do I want to know? I don't, is the answer. Alright. Again, we'll do everything normally first and then retrace our steps with post-cognition, okay? Check around desk and fish. Question. If this place has been dilapidated for however long and nobody is taking care of it, and nobody's taking care of it, which is why the weeds are growing outside as well, because the person who lived here didn't have any family and anything, then how are the fish still alive? Do they have like an automatic feeding system? And if so, how much food is in there for them to still be here? This is a mystery. We must investigate at once. Fish tank, investigate right now.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They're looking pretty bad, but they're alive. How? Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage.
Yeah.
Would be interesting. It doesn't appear to be related to the case. But how are they alive? Projector.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd like to take a look, but I can't reach it.
That's right.
Halara, could you please take a look around the projector?
Very well.
Sure, give me a moment. We always come back. They do, I guess. The projector's pretty dusty. It doesn't seem to have been used since before the incident. So it's probably got nothing to do with the case. Lamp.
Yeah.
It's a lamp. The light's on right now.
Say,
Make sure to use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting, as eye strains may occur.
Who are you talking to, Shinigami? Wait, was it left on or did we turn it on? If it was left on, yikes. Like, after the case, they could have at least turned off all the lights. Like, this just eats up power unnecessarily. Switch. For the projector, okay. I just turned it on. They want money. Yeah, but who's gonna pay it? The person who lived here doesn't have any relatives who could pay it. Rip electricity bill, exactly. Not just the owner died, their bill died too. Bookshelf near the hallway. All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust, nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning they won't help us with the case. Nothing else around here? No. So they make you pay. Revive the person in debt. They have... You're a genius, you moron. No, I am the moron. You're the genius. Alright, let's see. Painting. Oh! Landscape paintings in extravagant frames are on display. All these paintings look incredibly expensive.
However,
they're counterfeits, not a single one is genuine. It doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. Let's investigate elsewhere. Bookshelf by the desk. Revive Poochie. Yes, please. It's a carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series, the Goin Saga?
yeah.
I believe this series has more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author has passed away. It's a shame the story never saw an ending. Well, I would have assumed that maybe someone could have continued it, but oh well, who would? Stacked books. Oh! 2 extraordinarily thick books are stacked on the desk. These books are in great condition aside from some dust. They look completely untouched.
Beats me.
They probably wanted to seem knowledgeable. They haven't been moved for a while. They're probably not related to the case. Okay, that's everything investigated other than the obvious corpse. Marks.
That's true.
This is where the first witness found the body. The bloodstains are still here. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
It appears.
That seems very likely. And nothing else. Okay. Then let's begin. It's time for post-cognition. Hand-holding time.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
Alright, there's our victim.
But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pulling him
Sensor?
down would prevent him from rising.
I'll give you a sensor. Actually, I won't. Can't have hand-holding on Twitch. Well, I don't care. Twitch is allowing some other interesting stuff as well.
The door is the only entrance and exit to the room.
Honestly, how is it that whenever you open up Twitch, somewhere on the front page is always at least one hot tub stream or something along those lines? I don't understand it. It's a joke if you didn't get... Yeah. Honestly, the stuff that Twitch allows is weirding me out sometimes.
There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Why that one? Alright, check the neck again. Kinda wanted... I see.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look,
Oh?
there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
Okay. Now I gotta think about this one, about the exact setup here. So he also said the doll at the back of the room might hold an answer. Also the vent. Vent, the corpse's neck, back of the room. what would be achieved by connecting up those 3 spaces? What did they try to do? I guess we'll have to investigate the door a little bit more closely to figure out how the door is supposed to lock. Because I'm pretty sure the string has something to do with how they created the locked room.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are 2 different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Again, they used the corpse to direct the string. But for what reason they had to use the corpse, that was something we'll have to figure out.
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
Victim's neck. Yep. Alright, let's look at the corpse itself.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age.
Yeah, we've heard.
But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp.
Huh.
There are several reasons he behated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels, now that he's actually dead.
Probably happy, honestly. There's a reason they did
feel
this.
No responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Oh?
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor.
Uh-huh.
But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
Huh. So the corpse might have been in like a, well, not exactly sitting position, but like kind of in between a sitting and lying down position initially, held up by the string for some reason.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
Yeah. And the reason they're bleeding down is because again he wasn't fully lying down, what I said. Okay. We don't know if the Nailman even has a forte. In fact, we're assuming the Nailman doesn't have a forte because only master detectives have a forte and no one else. And supposedly, we are the only master detectives in this town. It could be that there are secretly other master detectives, but we shouldn't assume it.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
Yeah, that, totally.
That's disturbing.
Okay, bloodstains on corpse. What happened to the fake Zilch? He died. That is the thing we learned. The moment we solve a mystery, the culprit behind it dies automatically. At the end of it, like within the mystery labyrinth, Shinigami reaps his soul. And yeah, that actually kills the person. Okay, we're done here. Let's try doing that here, because why not? Okay. Projector. The projector is installed in the center of the bookcase. It wasn't on when the corpse was found.
You'll never reach it, Master. I'll check it out for you.
Well, did you find anything unusual?
Nope, everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case.
Fish tank. There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Living things can't be seen through post-cognition. It doesn't have that ability. Right. Almost forgot. That is why there's no fish. Lamp.
Oh!
The lamp's light is pointed at the table. It probably wasn't turned on at the time. I don't see anything suspicious. It doesn't seem like the lamp's related to the case. Why are those books up there highlighted? That feels a bit weird, but okay. And the switch. There's a switch for the projector on the desk. Looks like it was set to off when the corpse was found. Alright, so there really isn't anything to investigate in this area. Good. I'll take that info. It's info. The fish are the same as the illusions. The fish aren't dead at the time. Yeah, that is actually very useful info. Totally agree. Let's check here next, because this is probably...
Can't be.
Yeah, this is probably also not a very important area, but let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, wait, that's the one doll. That's the one doll that's supposedly kind of important. Alright, bookshelf near the hallway.
Yeah.
Even in the past, several books lined the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between then and now.
I see.
In that case, it's probably not related to the case. Alright, doll on the wall. I'm committing unprotected hand-holding so much here.
Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out.
Oh, and that's where the string went. The string went through the eyes to loop around. So the string went in one eye, looped around, came out the other eye. Okay, I still need to figure out how was the string used precisely. So it looped around at the doll. It went around the neck of the corpse and kept the corpse in an upright position for a while. And it then went out the vent on top of the door. How is all of this what was the use for the string? I believe the use must be in some way to lock the door from the inside without having to be inside. But the question is, why was all of this setup necessary?
Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Damn, Shinigami, okay. But I will not ask.
Why would you want to do that?
For fun?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain.
Probably so that the string, because porcelain can easily break, and they wanted to make sure that the string wouldn't...
The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Exactly, yeah, durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity.
Exactly, that's how they looped it around.
It's like that darkness is staring into me.
What a nice frame to look at right now, huh? Especially with the effects.
Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. It looks like a string rubbed against it.
You finally noticed, huh?
How did this mark get here?
Doll with eyes gouged out. They stare into the abyss, and the abyss stares back. Exactly what was happening there. Okay, that's that done. That leaves this. Post-cognition, please and thank you. The painting, it's slightly crooked, oh no.
What does that mean?
That's an expensive looking landscape painting, but it's tilted, I wonder why. Could this be related to the locked room?
It appears.
Doubtful. Judging by the marks on the wall, I'd say this painting was hung on at an angle. The peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during the investigation. How confusing. Bookshelf? A series of books is arranged neatly on the shelf. There's no indication the books have been moved. I don't think they're related to the case. I agree, let's look somewhere else. These books are moved, though. Two extraordinarily thick books are placed on the desk, but again, probably not connected. The person installing it wasn't... Yeah, It doesn't look like the books were stacked when the body was found.
Well,
The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. The placement seems to be the only thing that's changed. I don't think this will help the case. And the dolls on the floor.
Oh!
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and the secret club, this makes 3. It doesn't make it any less creepy though.
it's me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve the case. Right.
I see.
The dolls have nothing in common, and I don't see any unusual markings
It
either.
appears.
Nothing to do with the case then. Okay, again another area without any clues. And that leaves the most important spot probably for last, the door. We could also talk to Halara once, because why not?
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought.
Damn, okay. He's really trying to get the most out of this hand-holding experience, huh?
Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy?
Hey,
You're making me sad.
Shinigami. Hand-holding is the sexiest thing out there. You just don't get it.
No. Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
Okay. Bill her the exact amount of her -1, but... True, we did tell her. Alright, let's check the entrance. You know what? I don't mind being quoted on that. Quote me all you want on that one, it's true. I stand by that. Oh, and that's the same in the future as in the present, so I don't have to investigate it again. In the past as in the present, so I don't have to investigate again. Alright, let's check the door. Last thing to check.
The door here can only be unlocked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
Where?
This is also similar to
Where
the
in
locked
this room?
mystery in the secret club.
Where in this room was it found?
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
And now everything makes sense. That's why the string was placed the way it was. The reason the corpse was lifted was by the string was so that the key could be moved under it, at which point the culprit could pull out the string, make it seem like the corpse died, the victim died on top of the key, thus making this locked room more, you know, convincing. Now that begs the question of how did the key get in here? And again, I think that would also be connected to the string, probably. Ow. Wouldn't you like to know? But yeah. How would the key have gotten... You know what? It's possible... Okay. Here's my thought. No, there is no fake key. Since at the time, the victim's neck would have been the lowest point of support for the string, right? The doll was higher than the corpse and the vent was higher than the corpse. Meaning, if they put the key on the string and zip-lined it down, it would stop underneath the corpse. At which point, if they let the string more loose, then the corpse would lower down on top of the key, at which point the weight of the corpse would keep the key in place and they could pull the string out entirely. And that is how I think they could have gotten the key under the corpse after locking the room from the outside. That is my theory currently. They definitely used the string to have the corpse be upright until the key was underneath it, and then lowered the corpse on top of it. That much is sure. It is just a matter of asking how did the key get there. We don't know, we just know the key was underneath the corpse, and we know that the entire upper torso of the corpse wasn't nailed down to the floor. So they could have been in an upright, sitting kind of position. Could have been under the torso, it could have maybe been under the neck. Not entirely sure. Maybe she'll elaborate.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse.
Okay.
I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
I'm not gonna ask how she got that.
Right.
Just gonna yoink that real quick. Ah.
Huh? What's this?
I'm sorry, wrong picture, but ah.
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Is it unrelated though? Can I keep it?
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back.
Okay, so it's a little bit below the neck. But even so, I think it might still be possible.
But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something that peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication.
Good thing she loves cats, at least.
After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Oh, am I? Not just before.
Was that a compliment?
Yeah, the question is why.
Really
You're saving
all it
up
takes
for
to please you?
something. There will be hell. Oh no.
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Door. And that's how it was kept upright. Okay. Yeah, all of that makes sense in terms of the layout. I'm still not entirely sure how they got the key under the body, but I know how they would have kept the body supported upright and then lowered the key onto it, the body onto the key. Just a matter of getting the key in the exact right location that I'm curious about. Because they wouldn't have been able to enter the room. Because they would have had to lock the room from the outside and then toss the key in. And somehow make it land under the body and then lower the body down on it. And I'm not sure if they would have relied purely on the fact that they could aim perfectly. Which is why I do still think that the string might be involved in some way. In not just lowering the body, but also getting the key there.
Solve the mystery.
Also, now on phone, I see.
Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
Maybe we can cut a deal with her. We won't tell anyone about the cat picture, and she will forgive all debts we owe her. Sounds like a plan, right? I think so. Okay, and that, I think, is everything.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Yay, that's an A-OK for the investigation here.
End investigation. No catastrophe, huh? I know I am assuming. I should probably say them. Just to be on the safe side.
Now
Because
we've
I don't
gathered enough
know.
evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
You know what? Maybe I should hammer it into my head to say them instead to Halara. It's easier to stay on the safe side there. Hoodie! How did the rest of Security Breach Ruin go? Did you get the last ending? I hope you got the last ending. But welcome, Raiders! How's everyone doing? Rob, can you do the shout-out command real quick? I would appreciate that. You are moderator, after all. Also, yeah, Spinner, that's also totally fair. Took way too long, I see, I see. Well, we're currently investigating a crime scene. We're technically investigating a series of murders. In one go, the Nailman killings, wonderful serial killer.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
I mean, I kind of got it too. I just don't know exactly how the key was moved to where it is. But I know how it ended up under the dead body, despite the fact that the room had to be locked from the outside. How does one shout out? / shout out and then the name.
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have.
Actually, there
How
is.
the room locked?
It's easy. The dude walked out, locked the room, the body was held upright, he got the key in there, and lowered the body on top of the key using the string. Again, it's just a matter of figuring out exactly how the key got to where it is. Let me try. / shout out. It recognizes the command just fine for me. But never mind. I was just about to do it myself and then it went through. There we go. Also, Lee, hello and thank you for the lurk. It's appreciated. Anyway, quick rundown. The Nailman killings have some things in common. 1. The corpse is always found in a locked room with no clear way in or out. 2. The corpse is nailed to the ground or wall with a bunch of oversized nails. 3. There's a bunch of dolls around the place that are also nailed into the surroundings. And those are essentially the similarities of the killings. Also, all victims are strangled to death before being nailed to the surrounding area.
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
I already figured most of it out.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's
Yeah,
starting to
this
scare
is,
me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Right. The gallery.
Wait!
There was no memory shards here, surprisingly. Why are there no memory shards in this area? Hallway door.
Huh?
Why do I hear a child crying?
Blech.
No comment on this? I mean, I ranked up, but why? Also, hello. It's way too overcomplicated. I'll make sense of it. Red Ignis? Welcome to the stream, by the way. I am the one who has to think. And I'll figure something out. Can I go upstairs now? Stupid invisible wall, how dare you exist?
The next one is the art gallery in Ginma district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Understand you. Oh, nothing, just a crying baby in a locked room. And we didn't actually, I don't know if it was locked. We didn't even try to open the door. We just turned around and left.
Right. The chief's in danger after all.
Okay, we're back outside. So another quick look, just making sure there's nothing I missed. Yeah, in a long abandoned house. Nobody is taking care of this building. And doing his killings on even younger people. So you're saying this is now Afton's house? He uses... I mean, it's a luxurious house that nobody is going to for some reason. They're not selling it, nothing. This house belongs to nobody right now. I'm gonna go... Is this the way I'm supposed to go, or is it the opposite way? Let's see. Ginma district. That is where I'm supposed to go. What is in the other direction? I'm just curious. Always comes back, it is true. This leads to also Ginma district. Okay then. I guess there's no wrong way to go here. Why should I check the abilities and stuff? I'm not gonna look at the link. I'm busy playing a game here. Alright, check the abilities. Give me a second. Right, I could start increasing some stuff again, right? Probably. The question is, what do I increase? Alright, I do not need to increase my health. At all. Because that is stupid. I don't need it. You have way more health than you're ever gonna need. Slow down the speed. Number of colors. Easier to identify what to repel. Using deathmatch. Can you kind of stop spamming a little bit? Sequences. Your assist ability recovers even faster. You know what? Sure. Let's take something that might be potentially useful. And I can equip it. What do we have here? Sequences slows down the speed of the mystery phantom statements. I'm not sure if I necessarily want that. Solution key section sequences. Remove one incorrect solution key. Sure. Why not? Shinigami puzzle sequences. Remove 2 solution keys. Shinigami will barf up. That will make this super easy. Solution key sequences. Remove 2 incorrect solution keys. The number of keys cannot be 1 or less. Won't this just make all of this super easy? Sure, I guess I will slow down the rotation speed a little bit. Equip. And finally... break 2 incorrect lists. Right, cannot afford. Actually, I should be able to afford it. It says it costs 1 SP, right? I just cannot afford to equip it. No, I also need 3 SP, okay. Skills, yeah. Okay. Really well to turn around to a new letter. Yeah, but I also won't miss them as quickly. Which is also useful. There's a lot of keys we have here. And we're only gonna get more because we still have one more crime scene to investigate. Actually, I think going this way would be faster. So I don't have to wait for the light to turn green. Alright, the gallery. Let's have a look.
So this is the art gallery.
That it is, yes.
It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
You would become toxic. Please don't.
Wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
She's gonna do it anyway. They're gonna do it anyway. You
Did
can't
say
stop them.
something?
That's our Halora.
Yeah, let's face
The
it, they're
crime
always
scene
gonna
is
break
deep
down the
inside
doors.
The art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Okay then.
Wait, please!
Let's have a look around here. Man! Can I ward located in Gimmer district? The spaces from the art gallery is decorated with a giant dinosaur fossil replica. Of course. Look at everything. Door. Locked door.
Oh!
Seems like this door's locked.
Well,
There are priceless works of art all over the place. Of course the door's gonna be locked.
Please let me walk past her. Okay, I have to talk to her. Good, good, good.
What
No!
is it?
Where do you think you're going? The crime scene is this way. But I need to investigate! There could be a memory shard back there, and I wouldn't know if I don't check. Right, sorry, miss. Alright, fine.
Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're
Not
going
for
in.
long. They're never gonna stop doing that, huh? Halara hates doors!
We're like a couple of thugs or something.
As her neutral special.
Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshipper.
Huh.
He said he was trailing the victim after finding a doll with the same name.
Okay.
He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the victim's corpse. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
Just like all the other mysteries.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total.
Now the question is, how was this one locked?
But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died.
Yeah, so what?
Let's start investigating.
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Investigation. Okay. I see a vent.
I'll find out for you.
Oh no, a window actually, if I'm seeing that correctly. Examine around the small window, yeah. Small window.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
Could someone fit through there? If it's a window somewhere, if we're saying someone fit, actually, you know what? That same problem comes up with the ventilation shaft in the first crime scene. There's that, what we said someone... Aha. Yeah, but in the first crime scene we started investigating with Alara, there was also a ventilation shaft. I'm gonna say it right now, because of the fact that the culprit would have had to escape through the ventilation shaft in that one case, it cannot be the servant at the church. We know that someone at the church is probably the culprit. The servant is too fat to fit through a ventilation shaft. So it has to be someone else. Again, my prime suspect remains the priest himself.
The window jets out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Even so, the vent in that one crime scene was definitely used as the escape route, so yeah.
Currently, it opens outwards slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter
Because
or
someone from a
exit
church
through
is
here.
evil. Yeah. Of course. In fact, let me look at my prime suspects again real quick. Profiles? Where are they? Okay, we have this little boy who asked us for help with the case. This is the one who is accused of the crime. He was found near the latest crime scene, but he was just repairing the clock tower. But because he had a hammer on him, because he was repairing the clock tower, they assumed he was the nail man responsible, you know, for the murder. Okay. So Jesus fandom, exactly. The worshipper. He is kind of suspicious because he always was the first one to find the body in every single case. The thing is, he's obsessed with the nail man, and he's just investigating these mysteries by himself, which is how he always comes across the body, because he always tries to locate the victim right away. Because the way this works is because people make a doll of the person they want dead, write that person's name on the doll, and hammer that doll to a tree in the forest. And then the nail man will look at these dolls, and that's how the nail man decides his victims. And so this dude also takes a look at the dolls and follows people around, and that is how he's usually the first to discover the crime scene. Now, he is kind of sus, because he's always the first to find them. But I think he's so sus that he's not sus, if you get what I'm saying. The servant, again, I think too fat to escape through a vent. Plus, he actually found a very important piece of evidence for us. So the culprit tried to get rid of some evidence in an incinerator, and he was actually able to spot what it was that was being incinerated, and actually brought back a small burned piece of it as evidence to further prove the point. It was actually a rope ladder, if I saw everything correctly. So the fact that he contributed some evidence, and the fact that he cannot fit through the vent, no matter how you slice it, makes me think it's not him. The priest, my prime suspect right now, I'm not gonna elaborate further, actually I will. He, while everyone else was like, yeah, the nail man is walking around here, we have to be careful, he immediately denied the existence of the nail man, claiming it's just some urban legend. Don't mind the past 4 killings that happened. No, the nail man definitely doesn't exist. There's totally nobody killing people. And then when we brought him evidence, he immediately spun it around. Oh yeah, but, you know, it is probably in the people's best interest anyway. So then he started defending the nailman's actions. So that is why I'm super suspicious of this person. And then we have the nun. Very aggressive person. Nothing more to say about her. There's not really anything that links her to the crimes, but there's also nothing that really clears her of any suspicion, other than her broken arm, but she could have broken that arm while she tried to escape from the latest crime scene. Or it might just be, you know, a whole ass fake. So yeah, those are our suspects, basically. Again, I'm thinking it's the priest, currently, but we don't know yet. It's too sus, like the old man. Like the old man indeed. Let's see. What do we have over here?
That place is suspicious.
Examine the shelf of the blanket. What do we have up here? Stacked baskets. There are baskets on top of the shelf. I'm not tall enough to see inside them, though.
I'll take a look for you. This is...
What is it?
We accomplished nothing.
So you found nothing. Good. Sculpture covered with cloth?
Oh!
A sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep dust off.
It appears.
Doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet too.
In other words, it's completely irrelevant.
Alright. Okay. Paintings. Blank canvas. The canvas placed here is completely blank. I wonder why it's blank and why is it so messily placed with these wooden frames?
Well,
Doesn't look like an exhibition piece. Maybe it was used for some other event. I see. Nothing seems out of place. I don't think this will help with the case. Still, you always check the irrelevant stuff too because you get extra points for it. Painting of someone screaming!
This is...
A painting of a man screaming with his hands clutching his face. There's something unnerving about this painting. I almost feel as if it's going to swallow me whole.
that's...
Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, nothing suspicious. It doesn't look like it's related to the case. Alright, what do we have here? Again, first examine all the not as important stuff. We'll get to the corpse eventually, don't you worry. Stacked boxes. The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the incident.
It appears.
Looks like there's artwork inside. They must be storing the items no longer on exhibit. I don't think these are related to the investigation. And that's all we can investigate here by the looks of it. Alright, next up, the door.
Maybe.
Again, this was a locked room when the crime took place. Spilled paint.
Oh!
Spilled paint has stained the floor. If we can find out when the spill occurred, we'll know if it's related to our investigation. I doubt it's related because the line wasn't voiced. Entrance door.
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery.
Aha! This could be easily explained by just saying the culprit just had the extra key then.
The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff.
Maybe they're the culprit.
That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
That does make that art gallery staff a little bit sus. Especially because this is the only room I have currently no idea how the locked room was created. But maybe I'll figure out how the locked room could have been created. And in that case, yeah, we're back to the church suspects.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe
Okay.
it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member.
Again, currently that staff member looking kinda sus.
If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Yeah, but it's not gonna be that simple.
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
Also true.
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
Also, again, it would be too easy. Okay, that's everything here. Let's look at the corpse and then we'll activate post-cognition. Corpse's original location. Oh, I can't even look around here. The marks. Please,
Oh!
thank you. Seems like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no trace of it anymore, though.
Beats me.
Looks like the area has been cleaned up, probably by the keepers or the art gallery staff. I don't think investigating here will turn up any useful information until we go to post-cognition. Get ready, we are about to see what this area looked like when the body was first discovered.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with
There
the
we
rows
go.
of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present.
Why is that one painting just there on the ground, too? I don't know if that has anything to do with the case, but there's something on top of the painting, too, if I'm seeing that correctly.
If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
Okay, let's just check out the actual corpse. Always a yikes. Always a yikes.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Isomoe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men.
Oh, I see.
The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
Damn. Cheating bitch, huh?
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And
Oh?
You noticed as well.
So she didn't resist, but you would resist instinctually, wouldn't you? So maybe she was unconscious as she was being strangled to death?
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her
There
head.
it is, that explains it.
It looks pretty deep.
So she was hit across the head and then strangled. Now either she was just knocked unconscious and then strangled to death, or the blow to the back of the head, which as they say is pretty deep, killed her, but the culprit was there like, damn it, I have a reputation to uphold. I have to keep all the crime scenes the same. So I have to strangle her, even if she's already dead.
This may be the real cause of death.
Okay. And that's all we can learn from the corpse. Exit post-cognition for a moment. We have other places to investigate. Let's start with the shelves, then the window, and then we'll finish with the door. Let's also talk to Halara real quick.
By the way, Halara,
I will not accept any requests to reduce your fee.
that's not what I was going to ask. About your post-cognition, what were you able to see before you specialized it as your forte for investigating crime scenes?
That is a fascinating question.
What is the point of this question?
I don't know, just, you know, making conversation.
Well, I was wondering if you could use your ability to look at my past.
You want to see your lost memories like that? That's against the rules. No fair!
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information would not be of any use to you.
But why?
Huh? Why is that?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. Rather, I can only see fragments flash by. I cannot consciously access desired information.
I mean, that's fair,
It's why
I guess.
I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte specialized for investigations.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me. If I can get even a little piece of my memory.
We won't.
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done. How about 100,000 Shien per use?
You should have seen that one coming. Again, just do it. Just do it and hope she dies. At this point, we're in too
Discuss
deep.
it later.
We're in too deep. We might as well go all out and hope she dies.
That's
all we can do.
to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all messed up.
Well done, Halara!
Alright, let's investigate. Post-cognition! Hand-holding, begin! Odd-looking portrait.
This is...
It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. This picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted is an important figure from years ago.
What?
Huh, there's nothing dignified about this guy. He just looks like a regular old geezer.
You know what I just noticed? I don't see any dolls in here. There aren't any dolls in here. They nailed the paintings to everything instead. Why did they use paintings instead of dolls for this one specific crime scene? I mean, yeah, maybe because paintings are already here, but they use dolls for literally everything else. Why did they not go out of their way to bring dolls to this crime scene? Curious. Well, there's still stacked boxes here in the past.
No.
The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, there are artworks inside. There's a layer of dust on the boxes. It doesn't look like the culprit touched them. Meaning they've got nothing to do with the case. Interesting, though. No dolls in this crime scene specifically. That is definitely something we have to look further into. Blank canvas.
Yeah.
Blank canvas and wooden frames have been placed on the trolley. Nothing seems to have changed between then and now, at least that's how it looks to me. It appears unchanged to me as well, meaning there's probably no evidence to be found here. Okay. Shelf, window, door. Post-cognition time.
Oh!
It's a sculpture with a sheet over it. The position was the same before and after using post-cognition. The overall shape of the sheet is also unchanged. We can assume nobody's moved it. The sculpture isn't related to the case. Boxes, probably also unrelated.
Oh!
These are baskets on top of the shelf.
But
There's nothing but dust inside. Guess it hasn't been used for a while.
Basically, it's unrelated to the case. And finally, the painting. Nail-pierced painting.
There's a nail stuck in a painting.
Not just one.
The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll.
But why on this crime scene specifically not use dolls? When they've used dolls every single time so far.
Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal. But this one's just sick and twisted.
You know what? This crime scene overall feels very off compared to everything else. They're using paintings instead of dolls. The cause of death for the victim is different. It almost feels like this might have been done by someone else. It almost feels like
better hurry or you'll run out of time.
Sharp Shinigami. It almost feels like this crime was committed by someone trying to imitate the Nail Man. You know what I'm saying? It's just two major differences compared to all other cases. It can't be a coincidence, right? Okay, what do we have over here? Window is the same. Got it. Painting of a young man.
This is...
Nails are driven into this painting of a young man.
Oh, I know this. He's one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason.
That's not really the impression I get. Everyone's an art critic. Large landscape painting.
this is?
It's a large scene. It's a large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. There is one doll in here, interestingly enough, but just one. Okay, so there are some similarities. The doll motif is still present, but it's just one. Why just one doll and then use paintings for everything else? I wonder how this ended up on the floor. Is there a reason?
That's...
If it's related to the incident, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much. Doll nailed to the painting.
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle.
Okay. The way this is set up, there's no way they could have gotten in the key afterwards here. So this locked room has to have been created some other way. It is also possible that the culprit stole both keys and returned the one key to the owner afterwards. But I can see no way that this key could have gotten in here after the room was locked. And then end up in this position without someone being in here. I don't see it. This is... yeah. So this key is not how the culprit created the locked room.
Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting?
They must
If that's
have.
the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
And the window doesn't work as an escape route, so the door is the only way. Again, he must have stolen the second key as well.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery.
I mean,
I'm sure they figured out some trick.
why bring up the fact that there was a second key in this case if it wasn't gonna come into play?
And I need to find out what that trick is.
So, yeah, I do believe that the second key is involved in this case. Again, though, about this crime in particular, something just feels off compared to the other ones. Post-cognition. Final area. Okay, I can't investigate the door again. But I can investigate the spilled paint, and that proves basically the paint was spilled during the incident.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
I don't know if it's connected to the discovery.
Alright.
But it is true that, yeah, it could have been knocked over.
Complimented.
But we know it's
Aren't you
important.
an eager little puppy?
We know it's important because otherwise this wouldn't be voice acted.
Be quiet.
Ooh, but it's not worth a key. It's important enough to be voice acted, but not important enough to give us a key. That is interesting. But that is everything we can investigate here.
That should be enough.
I'm finished investigating here. I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. Okay. And that's all crime scenes investigated.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window.
I already looked at
It would
it.
be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Okay,
Outside
fair.
the window? Alright.
Okay then. Anything else to say?
Very well.
Best to check outside the window. Go ahead, I'll stay here. So can I go back there now? Back the way that I wasn't allowed to go up until
It's
now.
fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh?
Despite the fact that I pay her a shit ton of money.
And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself.
Yeah, but why did we have to pay her so much then?
I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you.
She is.
It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
Money and cute animals, apparently.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I won't be the second she keels over dead.
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Yeah, I'm working
right.
on it.
I'll do it right away.
Outside the window, could that have anything to do with the locked room?
Possibly. It's the only other entry point other than the door, even if it's not big enough for a person to squeeze through. Art gallery, rear area. Okay, so... Let's see, maybe there's a memory shard out here, you know? You never know. You never know until you know you know. I still don't know why this is a loading screen tip. Why do I need to know about the non-stockings?
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
I hope that's not the case.
Shutters? Okay, okay. Hang on, I'll check the window in a second. I'll check everything else first. Sealed boxes. Some cardboard boxes are stacked up. Looks like they're all sealed.
Actually,
They've been left in the rain, so I bet whatever's inside is ruined.
Fence.
Maybe...
Someone could probably scale this fence with some effort. Maybe the culprit escaped this way.
anyway,
Maybe, but the real priority is solving that locked room mystery, right? Anyway, it's not like there are any clues behind here.
Yeah.
You're right, let's focus on figuring out that locked room. Again, this is the only locked room I'm really not sure about, other than if the culprit stole the second key. That is the only way I can explain it right now. Alright, gap in the window, let's go.
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
I thought we already established it was too small.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap.
We can't even put our arm through. Again, that further rules out that window. Why are we bringing so much attention to it? It really seems impossible that this window is involved.
I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
There must be a reason we're bringing so much attention to this window, though.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
Well, damn. Also, Gabe, welcome back! How was your vacation?
Not at all.
I hope it went
What's that
smoothly.
about?
I hope you had fun. It's nice. I hope so. Ooh, cutscene? How important is this window? Oh no. Please tell me that's not a peacekeeper. Please not a peacekeeper. Please not a peacekeeper. Please don't be a peacekeeper.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh good, it's just someone who works here, I think.
I'm not doing anything shady.
That was the shadiest
I'll
thing you
call
could
the
have said.
peacekeepers.
Please don't.
Wait, I'm...
See, this entire most of this town hates detectives, right? At least the peacekeepers do. But are we really gonna get... Aren't we gonna get caught with this obvious lie? Definitely not shady at all, exactly. If you ever get caught in some situation, just say, I'm not doing anything shady. And that will immediately clear you of suspicion and not make anyone more suspicious. See, this lie seems a little too obvious, but again, I feel like that's what we have to say here. Because that's the only way to get people off our back. In fact, isn't that how we got people off our back in the past? I think so. I think that's how we got some people off our back in the past, so let's do it again.
I'm a peacekeeper.
What? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes, of Amaterasu.
You totally fumbled that. You're no good at lying, huh?
But it's the best way out,
What
probably.
did you say?
Hello, Halara.
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Halara.
There we go.
You sure it's okay to lie like that?
You literally just lied at my command too. Yuma, Mr. I am going to tell the most horrible, most fumbled lie I could come up with. And someone comes, backs me up with something believable, and I'm like, hey, are you sure you should lie like that? Yuma, you really are a cocoa head.
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something...
Amaterasu Corporation, yes.
Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
He truly is Cocoa Head, indeed,
Oh.
as I said.
That would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
There we go. So,
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
investigation time again. Halara, talk to me!
All right.
I'll leave the rest up to you. Okay, fine.
Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared.
Someone from the church, you say? Not like we weren't suspicious of them already.
He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery.
Although that could have been the worshipper. Actually, that might have been the worshipper. Because he was trying to get to the body before the murder happened.
So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone.
Yeah, that probably was the worshipper.
According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued
Yep.
by the nail man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off.
Okay.
So I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had.
Huh, so you are the person with the extra key. Actually, that places suspicion on the worshipper again. Because that means while the two of them were investigating together, that would have been the perfect opportunity for the worshipper to return the key to him. After he stole it and used it for the crime. So he could have taken the key, used it for the crime to lock the door, and then while they were walking around together, sneakily slipped the key back into his pocket or something. That still wouldn't explain how he stole it in the first place, but it would explain how he could have returned it. I still don't think it's the worshipper, but it does make him suspicious. Actually, no, it doesn't make him suspicious yet. Because he did not say specifically who from the church. And how would he identify a worshipper as someone from the church? If it was the nun or the priest, they would have been more easily identifiable as someone from the church.
But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind.
But then again, the worshipper did say he was always the first to discover the body. Yeah, so it couldn't have been the nun. But yeah. But yeah, no, the he did say he always discovered the body first, so this further proves that, yeah, no, the person has to be the worshipper.
And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Because that means that they didn't knock down the paint bucket, right?
Yes, but
While
the
opening
churchgoer
it.
accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door.
Never mind. Okay. Never mind. So that was when they discovered the body.
Paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have
Yeah,
no
this
idea
one's a
what
bit of a
happened.
toughie, I have to admit. This one's a
Time
bit
does not
harder.
wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
I mean, we can always pause time
Huh?
by entering the
What about
mystery
you?
labyrinth.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
I mean, thanks, I guess, but how much is that gonna
What are you
cost?
do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but
If only it were that easy. Aw, I have no clue what to do.
Oh boy.
stop being so
Oh,
pathetic.
stop that by using my stand. So,
Why don't we
whoa,
go back to
no.
the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
No execution.
Right, we need to help him.
We need to execute the true culprit. Not our chief. Finished.
I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Right, let's hurry. I want to know how they'll execute him too.
Really? Well, let's first of all save, because I feel like I haven't saved in a while. Okay, I can't fast travel there, so I have to walk. Fine by me. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Right here, I'm supposed to put in the church. Oh, the residents' worries, offering guidance towards the path of righteousness. Another station. Popular meat bun. The nail man, yeah.
Come on, let's go! Go, go, go!
I'm going. Don't rush me. Okay, then we have to go underground. There we go.
Halara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on! Where's your competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
Yeah, don't you worry, we'll figure this out. It'll just take a moment. You see, I'm a bit slow. Not be possible to return here for some time. Okay, we are gonna enter the mystery labyrinth real soon by the looks of it. Let's get ready. Okay. Drone umbrella, developed by the perpetually words, automatically tracks an user, shielding them from rain. Okay, nice. Tracks authenticated user and boom. Oh no, the flowers are wilting. It's time.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says...
I still got 5 minutes!
Well, before we go into that dramatic stuff... Ah, damn it, I can't. Okay. I was gonna leave you on a cliffhanger for a little bit longer, so I could check out some of the hangouts, but no, we're
You
going
need
in.
to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash.
Imagine though if I did the free time stuff now.
Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
They're shuffling.
Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Well, there you have it.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower.
So what if I am, huh? Free time events? In a way, yes. You have to obtain memory shards, which are hidden throughout the map. And for each memory shard you obtain, you will get a quote-unquote free time event, a memory of a free time you spent together with one of the characters. So it is different than the Danganronpa free times, but it is a thing that exists. So you have to find the correct stuff.
Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident.
Oh, how kind of you.
You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action.
How kind. But too bad for you, I'm about to enter the mystery labyrinth and blow this case sky high.
That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
Yuma, think carefully about this.
I am sorry, but you know that the main rule of our detective agency is we will leave no mystery unsolved, no matter what we have to sacrifice. That is literally the main rule, so you can't talk me out of this, we're in too deep.
Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being, please.
Sorry, buddy, no matter what we must sacrifice.
Dropping the case would end this peacefully, but still...
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please!
You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job, you must finish it.
I can't
Yuma,
back down
Yuma,
now.
no! That guy, yep. Yuma, please! I don't want to die here! Just say you'll drop the case and everyone gets to walk away! It's that easy!
The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
Sorry, Chief.
Oh, you've said it now. There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Kanai Ward.
But
Please, wait! Before you go,
Before you go, Shinigami, freeze time!
please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Nailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings.
Yeah, so what?
We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes.
Oh, but there was. Plus, you know, Fortes, but there was some evidence left. You know? Trailer for Invincible season. I have not seen the trailer, but I did watch, what was it, episode 0 basically, so the Atom Eve OVA. I did watch that. But not the trailer. But I am excited.
I have no time for your lies.
Oh, but I'm not lying. Have you heard of Fortes?
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
There we go. Got it out now? Yeah, good luck on the Mystery Labyrinth. Oh, I'll try my best, although we probably won't finish it today. But we'll see how we can go. Oh, that was a thing? I'll have to watch it. Ah, you should. You should watch it. It's pretty good. I mean, it's extreme. as you could expect, but not as extreme as episode 1 of season 1. Technically, it's not an anime. Invincible isn't an anime. It's an animated series, but not an anime.
How did you know that?
We investigated, bitch.
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate.
New key, non-public information.
Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information.
Is he gonna kill us now?
However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
There we go, Shinigami. It's time to freeze time. Do your thing, Shinigami, please.
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
Shinigami, now would be an amazing time.
Please listen to me.
Now or never. It's time to stop that. What? Shinigami!
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Shinigami, do your thing.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name.
But we have so much info. Couldn't we go into the mystery labyrinth right now?
Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
Or I guess we could call for Halara and have to pay even more money.
That's right.
Halara! Please help!
I mean, Shinigami did a thing.
Halara Nightmare!
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
There she is. All these dudes are about to drop like flies. Yep. 1, 2, 3. He's just standing there like, what? Well, that was easy.
Laura, you came for me.
Yeah, as I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Sorry. I promised to give him a stern lecture after this.
Yeah, sure you will, Chief.
Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Seth, are you alright?
Watch it.
Who do you think we are? In this town, we're...
She did. Yeah, she did.
You are
You're-
nothing but an audience. The
Oh,
resolution is
call
pending
out.
now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to you.
Oh?
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
Yes, you are the
I've set
protagonist.
the
Did you not
stage for you to
realize?
solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
Again, we could have just entered the mystery labyrinth while time was frozen. Oh, she invited them here?
What's going on?
She invited them all here, huh?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church.
And that is true, I imagine.
Now I have to point them out here?
Yes.
Hey, Yuma, are you sure you got this? Are you really sure?
I'm about to find out. It'll take a few hours, but for you it'll feel like seconds.
There's no room to mess up here, you know?
Well...
Come on, Shinigami.
What do? I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
Yuma! We have unlimited time. We just have to step into the mystery labyrinth.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, well, here's the word, though.
Laura seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
Shut up.
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own?
That smile. That darn smile. What the fuck?
If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the mystery labyrinth?
There you go.
The peacekeepers
You're
aren't
getting
just
it
gonna
now.
stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
And that's where yours truly comes in.
It's time. Are we gonna get to see the transformation sequence again?
We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with the mystery labyrinth.
Are we gonna get to see the magical girl transformation again?
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay.
Yeah, so what if the culprit dies? They had it coming. They killed many people.
When I reap the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
Which means the real culprit will die.
Yeah. And they will die right here in front of us.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much? You want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't hurry, the peacekeepers will wake up.
Come on. Just tell Shinigami to do it. Mystery girl, magical girl transformation sequence. Let's go, right now.
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Damn, okay.
Well, you better hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Do it. Do it.
Fine.
Magical girl transformation.
That's the spirit. Well, Master, are you mentally and physically prepared?
And time is frozen. Transformation, let's go! What we've all been waiting for! And the jiggle physics, as always. She's back! Let's go.
What?
Wait, Halara? How did Halara still move? I thought time was frozen at this point. Also, she seemed to react to it. She seemed to react to what was happening. Why the fuck is Halara not frozen?
What's this? Has time stopped?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
In a way, maybe. Can you see Shinigami?
Halara's in here too.
So you can see her, huh?
Thought so.
What do you mean, thought
This
so?
would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't a one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well.
I see. So they can all, everyone I share my
Halara
abilities with
wandered
can
into
go into the mystery
because of
labyrinth
that
now.
effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Well then.
Are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it.
Really?
Oh, look at the Master!
Ow! Ow! And that is what the HD Rumble was for again. Well then. We have 1 hour in the Mystery Labyrinth today. I think last time it took roughly 4 hours. Roughly. I think we went into it a little bit late. So I think we should easily be able to finish it next time, but we are definitely getting started here right now. I am not leaving you at this point while we're only 2 hours into the stream. Let's do this. Let's begin. To say I'm the god of death. That would be the easiest way to explain this. Popular sports! Parkour, of course, of course. Problems have arisen, however, what with all the trespassing and running across the top of food stalls? I see. Okay, we've made it. And we're chained up again. I mean, we always were chained up, but we can see the chain again. And there it goes.
Where am I?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara?
Alright.
Let me explain.
Thanks for the fast forward. Like how they do that.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within.
Yes.
I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte.
Why, thank you, but it's not exactly mine fully, but
I
you know.
must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this.
Why, thank you. Just the fact I can stop time alone. Well, with Shinigami's help, again, this is all because of Shinigami. But just the ability to stop time by itself is already broken. Okay? Never mind the whole mystery labyrinth thing.
Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Ah, that's Shinigami, a death god. The god of death. Yeah, wait until she finds out how horny she is. That would
Her
be
name
something.
is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the mystery labyrinth.
Just say death god.
That's me! I'm also Master Scary Cute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
Yes.
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the
Help from
rumors about
Shinigami.
that around town.
Yeah, just that ability alone is what I meant. Just the fact that I can do that fact alone, with help.
Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
Oh. So let me guess. The memories of the Halara within the Mystery Labyrinth and the memories of Halara outside the Mystery Labyrinth are separate? So is it like that whenever we go in here, we essentially create a copy of that person? Like with separate memories? But same personality? Maybe? Or just amnesia?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
Or does it have something to do with the fact that she already knows the answer? And thus her not telling me means that she was recognized by an obstacle by the Mystery Labyrinth, meaning to keep the obstacle going within this manifestation, she had to forget everything she learned about the case. Did you understand what I mean? I hope you understand what I mean.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help.
The Labyrinth made her forget. Yeah. Because her not telling us made her an obstacle in the real world. Real world obstacles are materialized here. Since she is here, the materialization of her being an obstacle is just her not remembering.
The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 yen.
You remember the exact amount.
Of course she remembers that.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something.
Why does that have to be the one thing she remembers? The one thing about the case!
My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the mystery labyrinth. The mystery labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it.
Huh.
If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected.
Which we do.
But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the mystery labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Well, there we go.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
You're gonna call her that nickname to her face, huh?
Halara.
I hope she remembers. Because that will prove just how good we are, and maybe she will forgive our debt after all.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant.
Still my assistant.
Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon.
Makes sense. Wait until she sees the scythe to the neck. Ooh, that will be a sight.
That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Oh boy. You get too smart, you get amnesia.
Hey, Master.
Maybe that's how we
before
forgot
we head into
everything.
The mystery labyrinth.
We are so big brain that the universe decided, you know what? Forget it all. Nicknames, now she's part of Monokuma, part Paimon. Oh no, Paimonokuma. How could this be?
Let's do that thing.
That thing? Don't just say that and then start fidgeting. This is very Shinigami. This is very Shinigami to do. Yeah, but before we enter the mystery lab, let's do that thing. Fidget.
Huh? What thing?
she do be. Oh yeah, the keys. All right, is this where she's gonna start vomiting? Yeah, I think so.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yes. Yeah, I am.
Okay. And so am I. Who isn't? And meanwhile, Lara's just standing there to the side watching this very closely. She's very intrigued right now. Okay, it's time. Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, there it is. This sure is a thing.
This world is just full of surprises.
That's your reaction to that? Oh my god, we're eventually gonna get to see everyone's reaction to this scene, aren't we? Oh my god, we're eventually gonna get to see everyone's reaction to this scene. Oh no.
I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the mystery labyrinth.
Yeah.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
A dude who wants to die is gonna be excited. We'll see. What about the little kid? Oh god, what is that boy gonna think?
I better materialize utilize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Yeah, just ignore that. Ignore what's coming up next, too. Again, why is this what they use the HT Rumble for?
That was a lot. Here you go.
Why is the vomiting HT rumbled? I still don't understand.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Reasons why this will not be an anime. Also, yeah, what different hole, huh?
Sorry, please don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I would watch it. I would watch it. No shame in admitting that one, I guess. Yes, it won't be an anime because they can't implement the HD Rumble. I guess everyone's in agreement. Discord hentai watch party, let's go. Oh boy.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth.
Yes.
But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'll just be stuck in here, I guess.
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh no.
I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for
no.
solving the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, there is?
Oh, what?
But I mean, there's a time limit on each individual segment, I think, right?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth. And you vanish entirely.
Oh, great!
In other words,
Thanks for that info.
die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago.
Okay, Laura's still here.
Now relax, quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Hellara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A
Damn.
detective's life is always on the line.
See?
Very nonchalant
Listen
about
up,
this.
Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hellara.
Alright, I think we should be reaching the end of this hallway soon. It's bound to die anyways. Yeah. There we go. Our first doorway. Ooh, in the forest.
What's this?
So many Sayoris. I mean, what? Shouldn't a certain, would it be too soon to make that joke? About streaming the dead bodies in the forest? Would it be too soon to reference that? No, it's not too soon. They were a horrible person. Anyway, let's see what we got here.
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
I think we should go in order of the crimes, in the order they occurred.
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Exactly. So many. Also, hey, it's those glowing people, like in the Danganronpa series in Ultra Despair Girls. You know, and in the anime. The non-important people. They're all part of the mystery labyrinth. The entirety of Danganronpa was just part of a big mystery labyrinth. It wasn't actually in the real world.
Let's solve this thing!
Wow, your eyes sure do glow a lot.
The clock tower crime is the 4th locked room. Let's hurry, Master.
But should we really start with that one?
First off,
Aren't you going to check the scene at the clock tower first? Let's go once you're ready. Do I have to, though?
The clock tower crime scene is the 4th locked room. Did you forget already?
Fine.
Maybe you'll have a better memory than a goldfish in the next life.
I just thought we should go in chronological order. Fine then. 4th locked room.
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
Oh no, the dolls talk! Well, I don't really have a choice. Of course they talk. Oh, we're here.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
Interesting.
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die.
Huh, then why did it create it for us automatically?
It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
the 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
Uh-huh.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
Alright, let's go. Are we gonna fast forward
The
again?
crime was a locked
No, we're
room
not.
murder inside the storage room of a clock tower.
Uh-huh.
In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah, the big corpse is the corpse. You figured it out.
Yeah, there were
Genius.
also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well.
Yep, but you can easily open them.
I see. So the shutters were locked too.
Yeah, but they lock by themselves just by closing. If the shutters close all the way, they lock by themselves. It's
This
quite
is the third
ingenious.
floor of
Easy
Clock
escape
Tower.
route.
It's too high up to jump from here.
But they could have descended using a rope. Or a rope ladder, for that matter. Which we know for a fact they had. Because they tried to burn that evidence.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too?
So the first order of business is escaping the way the culprit escaped, I imagine.
Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery!
We're trapped in the mystery labyrinth anyway.
Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
You didn't have to bring out the scythe, I get the point.
Hey!
Is it real? Why now? We knew that was the question.
So that's how to make the questions appear.
You're not even gonna feel bad for me for getting my throat slit. I can't even talk anymore. We knew that was the mystery. You didn't have to slit my throat for it.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
How much blood splatter did we cause here? Well, they clearly escaped out the window.
Here. It has to be here.
Oh,
The culprit must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed.
uh-huh.
It
But
was
there's
wet
it's
underneath
wet,
the window,
exactly.
but
So
I
it was
could tell
open.
it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
This feels like we're about to have to defend our point, which means we might get attacked.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own.
Well, there you go.
In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
And they climbed down with a rope ladder.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right, let's try it.
We'd probably fall. Yep, there's our fight. Well, hello there. What kind of hairstyle?
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Yeah, Seth, whatever you say.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom. The people.
All right, time for us to kill a phantom.
Like that here to stop us.
Shouldn't be too hard. It is a really. It's plants. His hair is plants. Zilch 2.0, yes.
Really escaped from here.
Actually, no.
This high up.
It would be the other dude.
If you fall,
Because Zilch was the culprit.
die.
There was that other dude, Swank. He's Swank
Why don't
2.0.
you give it a try?
Let's defeat Swank 2.0. Ah. And then we died. Oh. And then we all died.
Hey, don't drag me down with you.
We can't leave a guest behind, Hallara. It would be downright unmannerly.
Wait, are we gonna fight him while falling this time?
Simple.
Oh my god, we are gonna continuously fall. Dealing with continuous attacks. Press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer to the question the mystery phantom throws at you. Attacks are gonna keep coming, but be careful. You take, you'll take damage if you... You'll take damage if you avoid all assailing assaults? I'll take damage if I avoid? Okay. Press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer to the questions. Okay. But why would I take damage if I dodge everything? I want to listen to what I've got. Anyway, I guess we're doing this now. I guess we're doing this.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation.
Learning by
of
doing,
mystery.
as they say.
So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
Like a rope ladder.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all.
Yeah, but what I found without your help. Actually, no, you kind of did lead me to the church. You know what? Fair's fair.
You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
There he comes!
Concentrate!
What did the culprit use to escape? Okay. It's a rope ladder. Burnt remains. Shutter. It was the burnt remains. Not the door key, it was the burnt remains. It was the first thing. I just wasn't expecting it to be the first thing, okay?
Master, concentrate!
How would I have known it's the first thing? It's the burnt remains. Let's try this again. Burnt remains!
That's it. We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church.
There we go. Official thing.
The culprit had used
The
that rope to
pose,
escape
yes.
through the window.
Traces that the rope leave behind. Right, it was on the nails. Something on the nails. Wet floor? No. Shutter structure? No. Marks on the two dolls. There we go. You really have to think fast on this one.
The doll under the window had some rub marks on it.
On all the other things, you can just cycle through, and then after you've seen all the possible answers, then you can think of what the correct one is. But here you don't get that. You don't get that luxury. If you see something, you must immediately decide, is that the exact thing I need? Okay.
The culprit must have tied the rope there.
So this is a bit
That's why
harder.
those nails have been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it.
It was a rope ladder.
That's why an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
That is a big-ass megaphone.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
A rope ladder. What are you gonna do with that?
That? I can't hear you!
It was a rope ladder. Put that giant thing away.
Don't worry, I'm right
Rope
here
ladder,
with you.
rope ladder, rope ladder.
Right?
Okay. And we're back up. Look, there's a rope ladder.
Ow. We're alive.
Do we have enough money? You know we're a trainee, right? You know we're still a trainee.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
It's really not thanks to you there.
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
Alright,
So
time to
this is
climb.
the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape.
And I know exactly how they got it down. I think I know how they got it down, yeah. They were able to untie the knot on one side, I imagine, and then just essentially pull down one side and, you know, it would loop around up there and go back down. You know what I mean? I'm probably doing a horrible job explaining it. Say when he looks at Allah. Damn, I see. Yeah, we're basically guaranteed to become a true master detective here. I can just say it, my least favorite is still Halara. Of the master detectives, actually. If we're talking least favorites overall, probably Swank. Probably Swank. Yeah, I'm going with Swank. Least favorite. Yeah, dude that accused us on the train station, exactly.
The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
Yes. And I'm trying to think. Because I see each knot, the knots are tied individually on each single step. But he could have maybe untied them as he climbed down. It would take some effort to untie every single one as he climbs down, but it would be doable. And then once he untied the one at the bottom, he could just pull on that one end and it would work. Okay, just... yeah. Swank it is.
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
Or like that?
What makes you so sure it was used here?
Well, for one thing, everything we just went through, and for another, there were footprints down there.
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall.
Yeah,
Thinking
that all
about
makes
it
sense.
now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? how did they get it down from the bottom?
Again, untying some stuff.
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended.
Or cut it. That works
By
too.
the time they reached the bottom,
In fact, that would be easier than trying to untie stuff.
it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Well, there we have it. Huh? What the frick?
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props.
Wait, how do we get over here?
To me for trading you.
Okay, that is one way to get back into the labyrinth. Oh no, another fight incoming, huh? Why are you still here?
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
By the way, why are a lot of these mystery phantoms, I think wasn't it like similar for Swank? I mean, nothing against them, but why are the phantoms so gay? Look at those rainbows. Pride wings indeed. But why just the phantoms? Can't you be like this in the real world? Are they all too afraid to come out of the closet? Is that what's going on? And the mystery phantoms show their true colors. Pardon the unintentional pun there.
That doesn't change our verdict at all.
Not be like that? No, I'm just wondering why they're not like that in the
Is
overworld.
the culprit.
What do you want to tell us with that? I don't know. I'm just curious why all of them are like this and too afraid to come out of the closet. You know what? Once we're out of the mystery labyrinth, we should talk to Seth. Have like a long, honest discussion. Tell him that he is not that his orientation is nothing he should be ashamed of, and that he can tell us.
Master, boom, kill the mystery phantom blocking your path.
Okay, but for now, let's kill him.
Yeah!
Fight incoming. There he is. Okay, first let's listen to everything. Fear of heights, that is probably the one I need.
Deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Yeah, can't really deny that.
The watchmaker was also at the scene.
No, that was down. Ah.
And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime.
I dodged.
After
Okay.
committing the crime.
I want to
as
do
he
those last minute
deduced,
dodges, you know.
He created that locked room. And escaped via the rope ladder.
He did not. You know what, let's just rebuttal. I'm pretty sure that was the last statement anyway.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Was that an easy victory? Are you gonna try again? Are you gonna try a round 2? Or are you gonna leave for now? He's gonna leave for now. Well, that was easy. And yes, I agree, the music is so good. I do kind of want to listen to the music on my own time. But I can't look up the soundtrack. Because if I look up the soundtrack, I'm gonna get spoiled. Once I'm done with this game, I will listen to the OST so much.
Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I'd rather you wait, honestly, for now. I mean, I trust you that you wouldn't add anything that I haven't encountered yet, but just to play it safe, you know.
I don't know why, but it's clear the peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
It could be. You still have to update the playlist, and then so do I. Remember, tomorrow the Minecraft week begins. Look forward to it.
All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
Alright. Gonna be gotten,
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
Also on fake doors.
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
No, it's mine.
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly.
Next question Halara's gonna ask. Can I make a pact with you?
You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Halara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious.
Okay, then.
Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
It is someone from the church.
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit.
Which makes sense, for multiple reasons, one of them being that all the Nailman dolls and everything are hung up behind in the forest behind the church.
I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator,
And that.
which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church.
And if only clergy members could access it, that would mean the worshipper is out of the question. Because he just worships, he doesn't work there. It also, as we said, can't be the servant because he's too fat to fit through a vent. And that leaves just the priest and the nun. And I'm telling you, the priest is definitely the most suspicious out of the two. You cut the door and it's game over. Could be.
Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Whoa. Oh, great! An interpretation of the inside of the church, I imagine. What are we looking at here? That's the clock tower. What we just looked at. Statue. That's the storage room, right. So this is all of them. This is all of the mysteries. That's the secret club, and then that just leaves one more. The mansion, okay. It does look like a castle, yes. So, yeah. Okay, sure.
I see.
You solve mysteries like this to progress your way through the labyrinth.
Wow!
You catch on quick, Halara. I'm only now getting the hang of things. It may look peculiar at first, but the structure is exceedingly logical. It's easy to understand. That's amazing, Halara. Just get that big key. Give me a second.
You know,
I wonder what lies ahead.
Well,
There's always a chest at the end of a labyrinth. I'm sure you'll find some treasure.
This is not the end of the labyrinth, though. I'd rather get information about the case than treasure. No, we do need treasure in order to pay off our debts, you know. Alright, fine, let's look at this. Treasure chest.
hey! A treasure chest! Can I open it?
I mean,
Check
you
it
already
out.
did, you don't even
A
have to ask.
solution key.
Actually, every time. I think so. I think that's gonna be the end every single time. New key. Person with access to the incinerator. Only clergy members. I mean, we knew that already. It's not exactly a new key. What the hell? We incinerated that mystery.
we're back to the original spot.
Causing forest fires, how nice. Also, why is that doll floating there now? Can someone nail it back to the tree, please?
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
Yeah, reminds me of Mario and Luigi Dream Team and yeah, I totally see what you mean.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
Shut up.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Ah, yes, I see. Yeah, no, I see it.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do
Sure.
we do next?
Should we go in chronological order now? Or should we go back in
Whichever you
time?
want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Most confident? Then it definitely isn't the mansion case. That's the one I'm least confident with.
Let's see.
Actually, no, never mind. It's not the mansion case that I'm least confident with. It's the storage room case. That is the one I'm least confident with. I think the most confident is actually the first one. Actually, the first one is probably the one I'm most confident with. Third last, then do in order? I think so, yeah. Actually, no, the second... Paint?
Not bad at all.
So, which locked room do you want to solve next? Hurry up and decide, Master.
It's flying.
Hey,
You decide which to solve first. I'll follow your lead. Okay, this one is... First locked room. I'm trying to think which one... The first one was the club, right? I think so. I think the secret club was the first one.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki District.
That is the one I feel the most confident about.
An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
I am. Yes. We're going in.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again?
Know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if it's allowed on Twitch to say that name, but I mean, you're just missing one letter, aren't you?
But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place.
We will escape this place. Just shut up. Shut up. Alright.
Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
Really now?
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, Yuma, hurry up and take care of this. Is this the new tell them, Nagi? Ow.
This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Alright, where did the culprit flee from? Easy enough. Ooh, spin, spin. It's up here.
Here. I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, which means it can't be the fat servant.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
He could not fit through there.
When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Oh! Hi there! I guess you can also enter from there.
How ludicrous.
Why is it ludicrous? The only one who's ludicrous is you. Look at yourself.
You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poke it full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course. What does that mean?
You got it! Here we go. Time for another battle! I'll take this dude down easily. Door key, nails.
How ludicrous. They used the vent.
Yes.
That's utterly impossible.
I jumped.
Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up?
It is.
There's
So what?
no way you could get there.
Oh, but you could.
Even if the cover was removed.
Which it was.
There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Oh, but there is. May I listen to the rest?
No one could get out through the vent.
I already know what I need to counter. I just wanted to listen to the rest.
Right.
Yeah, that area was pretty high up. I bet you couldn't reach it even if you were 3 meters tall.
But that air vent is the only way the culprit could have escaped the locked room.
Was there anything they could have used to make up the height difference? Let's check the solution keys.
I already know what I need to do. I just wanted to listen to everything.
How ludicrous.
Stop wasting time, but why?
Used the vent.
They did.
That's utterly impossible.
Why though?
Think of where that vent is.
I know where
Isn't
it is.
it pretty high up?
That it is, yes.
There's no way you could get there.
But there is.
Even if the cover was removed.
Which it was.
There's no foothold to use to reach it.
But there is.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Are you gonna go for a round 2?
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
And there we go. No round 2 for you either, huh? Well, that was easy.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Not really.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
No, that was pretty much visible from the beginning. Actually, yeah, no, that was.
Without your
because those
help,
nails were
this case
removed
would
too,
have been
right?
impossible to solve.
Why couldn't they have just left the corpse there and the nails? Why do they have to clean up?
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
I could have handled it on my own if they didn't clean up.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh?
What's the point of cleaning up if they never open these places again anyway?
Anyway, let's head out. I'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
Climb that corpse. Oh, we're already out. That was quick. Does that mean we get to open the chest again?
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
I don't think so, right?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
Shinigami, confirm or deny?
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one. Kinda.
Death?
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from.
Yeah, okay.
Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
I mean, otherwise, we could just use the emergency exit the second before we reap the culprit's soul. So just before we reap his soul, we exit out and are like, okay, we know it's him. Mystery solved. But I don't know about that heavy, heavy price.
That is...
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway.
That's gonna come back again at some point, huh? That heavy, heavy price we'd have to pay for an emergency exit. Let me guess, eventually we're gonna try to solve a case that will lead us to a very uncomfortable truth, where a character we actually like would have to die at the end. So we're gonna do the emergency exit and pay whatever heavy price there is to pay. There's no way they would bring this up and then not follow up on not follow up on it at all. There has to be a reason.
Never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
Okay. Anything else to say? She got me not being with him anymore, maybe. Maybe. If it's like before, there should be a solution key here. It'll reveal the perpetrator of the crime at the secret club. Once you obtain it, you should check it thoroughly. It could be that, you're right, Finna. Maybe there's a solution key like the one from before.
Should be. I wonder what kind of key it is. I can't wait.
Alright, let's see. Give me the key!
There it is! Another treasure!
Open it.
So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll?
Damn it, Shinigami, stop rigging the game.
Oh, that's me! Alright, another solution key.
There it is. Thin person. See what I said? See what I said? Can't be the servant.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
That ass. Yup. Also, it's a gray person. You know, like in Danganronpa.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble.
So how did Shinigami squeeze her badonkadongs through that vent? Damn it, Torm. Hi, Tormuse. Why do you arrive when I say the weirdest stuff? Solve any murders lately? We're working on it. Basically, as I believe I have stated before, we're investigating a serial killer right now. We have investigated 4 different crime scenes, and we are now trying to piece everything together. We know that each time the culprit nails the person to the ground or wall, and nails a bunch of dolls into the surrounding area as well, and then leaves the crime scene as a locked room. And I have figured out how 2 of the locked rooms were created so far. One time they climbed out of a window because the shutters lock automatically whenever they close, so they just propped them open, and once they were out, the shutters locked from inside because they just fell shut. The other one was climbing out of a ventilation shaft that they reached by essentially climbing the same nails they used to nail a corpse to the wall. So those are the 2 we solved so far. Just in time for the Badonka reference, yes. And we figured out it must be a slim person because they must have fit through a very thin vent. Which means we can rule out one of our subjects right now because the servant at the church is too fat to have done it. It couldn't be him. That leaves just 3 other suspects because we know it has to be someone from the church. I doubt it's the worshipper because we know that the culprit must be a clergy member. Just being a worshipper does not make you a member who would have access to the incinerator and everything. So that leaves the priest and the nun as the only 2 suspects. it is morbid. But yeah, that's two suspects, the priest or the nun, and my prime suspect is actually the priest. But we'll see, we'll see. That's the funny thing, they did. Yeah, okay.
And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
Well, hoping it's not the nun, because that would mean we're 2 for 2 on characters with animal ears being culprits. It was the same in the train case. Honestly, we've only encountered 2 people so far who have animal ears. One of them was the culprit in the first case in chapter 0, and the other one is one of the only 2 remaining suspects in this chapter.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Why I do think that the priest is the most likely suspect is because he was the only person to at first outright deny the existence of the nail man. Just saying, yeah, he doesn't exist, it's just an urban legend and everything. All of this is imagined until we hit him with like, no, these killings took place, we have evidence to prove that the nail man killings occurred. At which point he immediately shifted gears and was like, yeah, it was only a matter of time for something like that to happen. And I mean, truly he seems to be acting in the people's interest if he's killing the people who other people want dead anyway. So first he denies it, then he shifts gears to defend that person, which makes him super sus. But again, it could also be the nun, but we'll see.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my training.
Alright, so that's the second locked room solved.
All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
Okay. You know what? I could call it here because this is a perfect stopping point at the 3-hour mark. But I am a generous person. And will continue doing one more locked room, and then we will solve the one locked room that I'm not quite sure about next time, so I have some time to theorize a little bit more.
Hey.
You decide which to solve first, I'll follow your lead. I already solved one first, so it's the same dialogue again. So this should be the one in the mansion, right?
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion.
Yeah, I have a general idea of how that one got locked. Okay.
The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse.
Yeah, I know exactly how it got underneath the corpse after the room was locked. Well, for the most part. I know that the corpse was actually in a sitting position first, propped up by a string. Then after the key landed, quote-unquote, below the corpse, the body was lowered on top of it. Because the string was pulled out. Through the vent above the door. Yeah, it is a 3-month-old case. The previous one was 6 months old, so, you know.
If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Alright.
Are you going to the second locked room?
Second locked room it is. I'm going in. That means we will solve 1, 2, and 4 today. 3 will be for next time. Okay. Let's see this locked room. Again. Totally not creepy. Yeah, why would it be creepy?
There are dolls nailed across the room.
Mm-hmm.
The victim is nailed down in the same manner.
Another reason why I think the third case should be, the third locked room should be safe for next time is because the third one felt a little bit off. Because the cause of death for the third victim was different. All the victims were strangled to death before they were nailed to the surroundings. But the third victim died from a blow to the head, and then received the strangulation marks along the neck afterwards to make it look like it was the same as the others. Also, in the third locked room, there was only one doll. They instead nailed paintings to the surrounding area. And only had one singular doll. Which is why I think the third locked room is super weird. And it might have been done by someone trying to imitate the Nailman killings, maybe. But that is just a random guess I'm throwing out there now. I might be able to theorize a little bit more until next time. For now, let's solve this one. Yeah, it could be a copycat. For now, let's worry about the second case.
And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other Nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
Okay, let's get to it. Don't do it again! BRB, alright, I'll see you in a bit. Hopefully we won't have solved the locked room by then.
And the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape. And the vent is too small to fit through.
I already know it's just the door.
How did the culprit escape from here?
They walked through the door. It is just that simple. There's no window. The only opening is right here. That vent is too small, as you said. They just walked right through the door.
Here. This has to be the spot. To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's
Yeah, they
another
just tossed the key in
possibility.
afterwards.
There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right?
Yeah, they can lock it from the outside and then move the key back into the room through the vent above the door.
After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
They didn't have to enter the room to do it.
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure.
There's no string set up. I can't do it without a string.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door.
Mm-hmm, so far so good.
Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Again, I know how the corpse was propped up. I'm still a little bit unsure if they just threw the key or if they zip-lined it over there.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now.
The key does the spin, yes. You need to unlock it again.
Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
There's a chair. Whoa!
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
Climb on the chair!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
See the vent cover? You can easily fit a key through there.
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Oh! Thrown in!
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door.
Ah?
And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
I would land on top of it right now. Okay, it's stabilized.
Stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
Yes, but again, the corpse was propped up first.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse.
Unless the corpse was propped up with a string. What is my flaw? What is the flaw in my theory? What do you mean there was no line set up? I said it was either thrown perfectly or ziplined in. Person had to take it away? No. They could have just pulled it through again. Because the doll's eye was used to loop around and then come back. Alright. So, the string went through the vent, under the under the neck of the corpse, propped the corpse up, like that, and then to the doll, through the doll's eyes to loop back around to the shuttle. Someone said upright with a string. If it's a durable enough string, yes you can. The string was supporting them by the neck. Propping them up just enough to throw the key underneath them. I'm sure the game is gonna agree with me.
I see. So this is the vital clue for this.
We'll see about that. I'll tell you I'll be proven right. And you will be oh so wrong.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
I have.
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
Shut up, Shinigami.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
Was that the first time she finally mentioned that?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain.
Probably just
how it
defeated
got
your
under the
chat
corpse.
labyrinth monster. Yes.
So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in?
Again, and then again, I laid out how the string was set. It doubled back after going through the doll's eye holes. And that's how they could pull the string out.
Maybe the corpse was
Because it wasn't
moved?
really tied down.
That would explain how it was on top of the key.
You're supposed to wait until you can encounter me again.
But how do you move
disappears.
a body from outside a locked room?
Oh. What now?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
Not again! We just did
At
this!
least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
String
I've been
and gravity.
trying to figure it out for a
Held up
while,
with string, moved
but
down with gravity. Ow. I did not dodge it.
Evidence was left at the scene.
Scratch marks.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
There was a string!
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
We know there was a string because of the scratch marks at the vent cover. The wearing on the inner side of the doll's eyes. As well as the fact that there was a clear mark on the victim's neck that wasn't caused by resistance or the rope burn from the strangulation. That lines up perfectly with a string cutting into the skin.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Stop trying to help me, I've already solved this.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh, we're doing this again. The word is string. The word is so obviously string. I haven't even seen the word yet, but I know it.
Let's work together as a team!
Yep. Alright, where's an S? I don't even need any hints from you. Give me an R. Give me an R. string. N, please and thank you.
You can do it, Master!
Shut up.
Nice!
Boom. Was this supposed to be a challenge? The culprit used a string to move the body. Wow. I still can't get over how silly that whole thing is. Bikini Shini! Yes!
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
Oh no, he's here again.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
It would just have to prop it up temporarily. After that, gravity does the deal.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
You really think? No, I don't think. That's the issue.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor.
Yeah, but only on the legs. His upper body was completely fine. Well, not completely fine, but the nails didn't go all the way through and into the floor. Which means his upper body could have been propped up using the string.
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
But you could prop up parts of it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
But you could prop up parts of it!
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time?
If we were wrong, we wouldn't have been able to smash that mystery into pieces. Oh, that looks like a different minigame again. That looks like a new minigame, potentially.
The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Oh, it's that running thing again, where we have to think fast.
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Is it though? Think fast, chocolates. Oh, I will.
Take him down first!
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Get ready to run. Or is it another fight? I think we have to fight and then run by the looks of it. I think we have to fight him first and then we run back to it. Okay then. A fight you want, it's a fight you want and it's a fight you're gonna get. Let's see. Both of ice gouged out. Let's see the
Your
corpse.
deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed
Stain on
in
the
place.
corpse. That's
It
the
didn't
one.
move the millimeter.
Bloodstain. That's the evidence I need.
In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Yes, and that is what I need to refute. But I want to listen to the
That's
end.
an indisputable fact.
But what if it wasn't?
Right.
Just like you said when we viewed the scene, through post-recognition the body was fixed in place.
But in order to create a locked room, it would have been necessary to move the body.
Then...
In that case, there might be some evidence left behind of something being moved. Let's check the solution keys.
I already know the solution.
Your deduction is wrong.
It's not.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved?
I do.
The corpse was fixed in place.
Yes, for the most part.
It didn't move.
Lord Spirit's Requiem.
Later. In fact, that corpse
Huh?
shows no sign it was ever moved.
But what if it did?
Slash through this mystery.
What I miss? This dude is claiming that the corpse couldn't have been moved.
body had been moved.
So I've claimed that the culprit walked out through the door, locked the room, threw the key back inside through the vent cover above the doorway. And the reason why the key is underneath the corpse is because the upper body was propped up by a string. And then the culprit threw the key underneath there, then pulled out the string so the body landed on top of the key. Thus turning it into a locked room where there was no clear way the culprit could have exited normally, because the key was inside and under the body. How could this have happened?
The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline.
And here's the proof. Sake of a plan, it is. Because you can see the blood is flowing like towards his feet, that proves that his upper body was propped up. Because otherwise the blood wouldn't flow like that.
But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
I win. Are you gonna go for round 2 or are you finally gonna leave us alone? He didn't disappear yet. I think he might be going for round 2. Maybe? Oh no, he's multiplying.
What? What's this?
Well, this is new.
Gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved.
But the nails on his torso and the nails on his upper body didn't go all the way through. It was only the nails on the legs that went all the way through and into the floor.
You can't change the truth.
Yeah, neither can you,
This
idiot.
didn't work?
Alright,
Am I just
let's do
wrong
this.
about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains.
No, he's
is to
multiplying.
answer,
Yep.
How was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
He was propped up, and then when the string was pulled out, he fell down onto the key.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door. It's getting further away.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, wait!
I won't let you!
And there he goes. Is this a new minigame? Where I'm being chased? Okay, no. It was sitting, not lying down. Legs was upside down. Upper body sitting up. There we go. Got one of them. Okay.
That's right. The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
There we go. Next one. What was used to sit the body upright? The string. A thin string. A thin string. We already talked about this. That's 2.
The string I mentioned before was thin.
Why is the
and
music so
sturdy.
good?
It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
There you go. One more. Why was the corpse lying on its back? String was retrieved. The string was retrieved. There we go. Very intense way, I know,
The
right?
culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door.
At least it's not a reasoning deathmatch right now. Actually, the reasoning deathmatch is probably less intense than this.
And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
Are we back? Okay, we're back. And that basically solves everything, right?
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Okay, that leaves only one of the locked rooms to clear up.
Huh? When did
Would
that
have cut
happen?
the string, which would have left evidence. Yes, exactly. It was a nice trick, but it would have to be retrieved. But it could be a nice little fake out. Fast back! How are you? It's been a bit, hasn't it? Hope you're doing well. You arrived basically towards the end. We basically solved this locked room mystery, and I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon now.
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did.
What if I don't want to?
Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Okay. Recreate the locked room.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master.
Think about how the culprit created the locked room and follow the same steps to complete the room.
That place is suspicious.
Inspect the items following the sequence of events. Some of the items reduce the crime, so be careful. Okay.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Uh-huh. I'm working on it. So I think he probably started up here with the vent. Tied one end of the string to it. Then it went under the corpse, to the doll, and then back. I think. Rained really bad. Ooh, that's a yikes. Hope you didn't get sick.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent.
Yes?
After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location.
Uh-huh.
In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Easier to start with things that are fixed in place? I mean, that would mean this. Technically. But then why would it be 5 steps? I'm gonna listen to what it's telling me and say that it's what's fixed in place, but I would have gone to the corpse next, probably.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye!
Okay, so we are going straight to the doll's eyes.
And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
Like, really now? Was it a good concert? Alright. That is good. Then from here, corpse.
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
The neck. Under the neck.
Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support
Ayo.
it.
I mean, that's harassment, but still, ayo. To get to the right angle. Also, it has to have been tied to something in the room. Like if we look again, hang on.
Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Because if he... Yeah.
Hang on. Why pull a line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
Actually, did it go through the doll's eyes twice then to get the angle perfect? I just thought they propped him up like at an angle a little bit. But if it goes through the doll's eyes twice, then it would make him sit perfectly upright. You're right. You're right, it does give them a perfect angle like that.
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place.
Okay, that makes even more sense then. Best friend, I see.
Next, the fishing line.
Okay, in that case... Actually, no, it isn't a perfect angle. I was thinking it would then go back. Now, my thought is it would immediately go back here. But then it would still need an extra step, wouldn't it? Because it tells me I need 2 more steps. So why can't... Ha. I would say it would go straight back to here. I'm just gonna say it. Worst case scenario, I take some damage, I guess.
Now, to return the line to the vent.
Okay, no, it works.
His upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
Next, they just leave. Okay, so the last step is just the door. Got it. Huh, what's that? Ah, I see how it is.
Door and locked it with the key. And then...
So I guess you can take, we'll take that as a win in your case. Next. The key was thrown through a vent gap, yeah. We already demonstrated this.
The key was thrown through the gap in the vent.
Why are you asking me that question again?
If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then...
And they can use the string to try to pull it back and try again if they miss. There you go.
The corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
I'm the W-mans, you are. More than me. What does it take to get a fraction of your power? Okay. Wonder how many times they had to try to pick up the key the right. Good question. At least it shouldn't be too far of a throw. So it shouldn't be too hard, but probably at least a few attempts.
The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body.
Unintentionally. Still, give us a fraction of your power, please. Some of us need it.
But the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor.
Wait, what do you mean, how were they able to get the key back? We just talked about this. They could have, there was a hole in the key up where they could have looped the string through and then just thrown it under, and if it didn't work, they could just pull back with the loop. And if it did work, they could pull either on one end, just on one end to undo the loop, or if that would have moved the key too much, they could have lowered the corpse onto it first, and then the corpse's weight would have kept the key in place as they pulled on one end of the string again.
That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Okay, let's grab our reward real quick. I think we're good to wrap up for now. Next time we will solve the last locked room and figure out the identity of the nail man. This mansion study was quite an elaborate locked room.
Except...
Yeah, but what we know so far isn't going to pinpoint who the culprit is. Calm down, we're only partway through the labyrinth. Even if we solve everything at the last second, it's still solved.
Hey!
Now where's the next solution key? Master, come on down and solve the mansion's locked room. Next up to win big, Helara, saving the day. It's a new me.
What are you even imitating?
We're the first 3 contestants on the Scythe is Right.
No. Alright, moving on. Yeah, moving on indeed. Just open that, get our key.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it?
That would be anyone other than Shinigami.
Which is me, of course.
Of course. Fishing line locked room.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
And we are out. That leaves only one.
Let's solve the rest.
Right.
That only leaves number 3. Let me save. Maybe not. Come on, I was at such a good stopping point before, and I kept going for you. Already offline. Ah, well, that is sad. I'm sure we can find another good victim. I mean target. I mean fellow streamer. Yeah. I'm sure we can find someone good. Let's see. Oh wow, interestingly enough, no one from my usual raid list is online. Ah, maybe I should have ended at the 3-hour mark, because I was at such a perfect stopping point. And then I kept going anyway. Because I like my viewers, and I want to give you that extra bit of... Seriously though, let's figure out who we can raid. Yokai? I guess that is an option, hang on. I'm not sure if I've actually raided them before. I'm not sure if I've ever actually raided them before. I don't think I have. What are they up to right now? Art stream? Art stream. Fascinating. Okay, then let's raid into an art stream here real quick. Let's see what kind of real artsy stuff they're up to. We're making waffles, community goal. Interesting. Well, I hope you like waffles, because, that is what you're gonna be seeing now. 3D modeled waffles. Alright. Now, everyone, I want to thank you very much for watching the stream. Remember, we are starting the Minecraft week. That means a stream every single day for the following week. So I hope you're really looking forward to it, because I sure am. Again, this mystery we will continue next week on Saturday. Good game, good stream. Thank you so much. And thanks for popping in. I do appreciate that. And yeah, next week we'll see what's up with this mystery. Who is the culprit? Who is the nail man? And how did they create the final locked room? If that even was the nail man and not an imposter. But we'll see when we get there. In any event, until then, have a good one and bye-bye. And of course, if you're watching this stream after it's uploaded as a VOD, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And who knows, maybe you'll be able to catch one of my streams live in the future. If you want to do that, you can check the description down below, where you can find a link to my Twitch channel. I stream there every Friday and Saturday, and sometimes some other days as well. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.